You know, I found this a no-fail Thanksgiving turkey recipe online. It looks super simple. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? The title was, and I quote, "The easiest, most foolproof Thanksgiving turkey for beginners." Foolproof. That's not a description. It's a direct challenge. It's like the universe looked down, saw my entire culinary history, which my family has described in terms ranging from experimental to grounds for divorce, and said, let's see what Henry does with this one. But this year's different. I can feel it. This year, I'm not just cooking a meal. I'm crafting an experience. I'm not just following a recipe. I'm on a gastronomic journey. A journey that ends with the most succulent, flavorful, picture-perfect Thanksgiving turkey this family has ever seen. People will weep. Tears of joy. My mother-in-law, Carol, who still talks about the Great Gravy incident of 2017, where I somehow made it both lumpy and flammable, will have to admit defeat. She'll look me in the eye and say, Henry, you've done it. And I'll just give her this humble, knowing nod, because this recipe, it's different. It has pictures. It has a video. The guy in the video smiled the entire time. He made it look as easy as making toast. And I'm okay at making toast. 70% of the time, I'm great at making toast. The odds are in my favor, right here on my phone. Look. 5 simple ingredients, 1 happy family. They even have a picture of the turkey, glistening under what I can only describe as the holy light of poultry perfection. It's majestic, golden brown. It looks like it belongs on a magazine cover. And today, that magazine-worthy bird is going to be born right here. In my kitchen, the oven's preheating. My ingredients are mostly ready. And my secret weapon, Daisy the golden retriever, is providing moral support by napping in the corner. She has no idea she's about to witness history. None of them do, but they will. Oh, they will. Okay? Step 1. The turkey. The recipe says start with a completely thawed 14-pound turkey. Here she is. I named her Gloria. It just felt right. She's been thawing in the fridge for 3 days, just like the website said. The guy in the video, let's call him Chef Chad, said it's crucial for the turkey to be at room temperature for even cooking. So Gloria's been sitting on the counter for about an hour. We've been bonding. I told her my hopes, my dreams, my deep-seated fear of oven fires. You have to connect with your food. It's about respect. I respect you, Gloria, and I respect Chef Chad's process. Now for the recipe. Remove the giblets from the turkey cavity. Simple enough. A little treasure hunt inside a turkey. What treasures await? I'm reaching in. It's colder than I expected. And wetter. It's like reaching into a cold, fleshy, wet cave. My entire hand is disappearing. Am I doing this right? It feels like I'm performing some strange, unlicensed poultry surgery. Okay, I feel a bag. Success. A little plastic baggie with things in it. Lumpy things. The recipe says this is the neck, the heart, the gizzard. Wonderful. Chef Chad just smoothly pulled his out on the video. Mine feels wedged. It's stuck. Am I supposed to pull harder? I don't want to damage the bird's structural integrity. A turkey with poor structural integrity is the first step toward chaos. I'll just wiggle it. A gentle, persuasive jiggle. Come on, little bag of wonders. It's like one of those carnival claw games, but the prize is internal organs. and I'm just as bad at this. Let me try the other end, the neck cavity. Okay, another cold, dark tunnel. Hello in there? There's something in here too. It's the neck, I think. Feels skeletal. I've got it. I'm pulling. It's very long. Way longer than I anticipated. Like a featherless snake. I'm just gonna place this over here with the bag of lumpy things. The recipe says to save them for gravy. The same gravy Carol uses as a cautionary tale. Maybe I'll just accidentally misplace these later. A mystery for another day. Okay, giblets presumably removed. I did my best. If there are any other surprises inside Gloria, they're part of her journey now. Step 2. Pat the turkey completely dry with paper towels inside and out. This is the secret to crispy skin. Crispy skin. The two most beautiful words in the English language, right after check and closed. I will not fail. I have a whole roll of paper towels. I am ready for a level of dryness the Sahara would find excessive. I'm patting and patting. Gloria is now wearing a paper towel body cast. Now for the inside. I'm just stuffing paper towels in there. It's like packing a suitcase for a very weird vacation. It's amazing how much moisture is in here. How dry is completely dry. Is there a metric for this? A dew point I should be aiming for? Chef Chad gave us a few gentle pats, and it was like a perfectly preserved mummy. Gloria seems to be generating her own moisture. It's a scientific marvel. Okay, that's as dry as she's getting without industrial dehumidifiers. I've used half a roll of paper towels. The environment is weeping, but my turkey skin will be crispy. A worthy sacrifice. Now for the fun part, seasoning. Chef Chad's recipe calls for a compound butter. You take softened butter and mix it with garlic, rosemary, thyme, and sage. It sounds so elegant. I have my softened butter. It may have over-softened. It's gone from softened to existential puddle. A butter soup. Fine. Easier to mix. Now for the herbs. 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped rosemary. How hard can it be? I'm pulling the little needles off the stem. This is tedious. It smells nice. I'll give it that. Like a tiny, very expensive forest. Okay, that looks like 2 tablespoons. Now to chop. The knife is sticking to the rosemary. The rosemary is sticking to the cutting board. There are tiny green specks all over my hands. The counter. My shirt. It looks like I wrestled a pine tree and lost. How did Chef Chad's cutting board stay so clean? He did a few quick chops into a perfect, neat little pile. Mine is a disaster area. Rosemary is chop dish. Next, thyme. 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme leaves. Great. More tiny leaves. These are even smaller, clinging to the stem for dear life. This isn't cooking. It's a patience test. Am I a patient man? We're about to find out. This is taking forever. I could have knitted a sweater by now. Is this why people use dried herbs? Chef Chad, you and your fresh herb propaganda. You didn't show the 20 minutes of painstaking leaf plucking, did you, Chad? No, you just had it ready in a little glass bowl. I see your games. Right, that's probably a tablespoon. Into the butter puddle. Sage. 1 tablespoon, finely chopped. You know what? I'm just tearing the leaves. Finely chopped is a state of mind. It's a suggestion. In you go. And finally, 4 cloves of minced garlic. I love garlic, so I'm using 6. My kitchen, my rules. I'm using my garlic press. This I understand. Squeeze and garlic comes out. Satisfying. Predictable. Everything the herbs were not. 6 glorious cloves. Straight into the butter soup. Now I mix. It's a green-flecked, lumpy, oily vortex. It smells potent. It smells like Thanksgiving dialed up to 11. Aggressive. But I trust Chef Chad. Next step. The part I'm dreading. Gently separate the skin from the turkey breast and smooth the compound butter underneath. Gently. He says gently while sliding his hand under the skin like it's a perfectly fitted glove. Okay. Here I go, finding an edge near the cavity, wiggling my fingers under. The skin is tight. It's not letting me in. It's like trying to put on skinny jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. Come on, Gloria, work with me. I'm trying to be gentle. Maybe from the neck end, a different angle. Okay. A little give here. Fingers are in. This feels very strange. I'm making a skin pocket. This is bizarre. Okay, I've got a decent pocket over one side of the breast. Now to get the butter in. My butter soup is not ideal for this. This is going to get messy. I'm scooping up a glob of greasy, herby butter. It's running through my fingers, and I'm shoving it into the skin pocket. Oh, this is unpleasant, deeply unpleasant. It's like trying to grease a fleshy balloon from the inside. The butter is squishing everywhere. Some is going under the skin. Most of it is coating my arm. I now have a full-sleeve tattoo of garlic herb butter. I smell like a side dish. Daisy has woken up. She's moved from her nap corner to my feet, looking up with pure adoration. She's not admiring my skill. She knows I'm covered in a lickable substance. Not now, Daisy. This is for the art. Okay. One side is buttered, I think. It looks lumpy, like Gloria has an unfortunate skin condition. Now for the other side. Same process. Wiggle, pocket, shove. Just as messy. My hands, my arms, the counter, everything is slick with butter, but it's done. The recipe says to rub the remaining butter all over the outside of the turkey. The remaining butter is on me, so I'll scrape what I can off my arm and apply it to Gloria. She is glistening now, less magazine photo, more like she just ran a marathon in summer, but she's seasoned. Final prep. Salt and pepper the cavity generously. I like generously. I'm pouring salt in there and pepper. Done. Place a quartered onion and a head of garlic inside. Got 'em. In they go. It's like I'm giving her friends for a fiery journey. The turkey is prepped. It took 45 minutes, 3/4 of a roll of paper towels, and one very greasy arm. But it's done. I feel a misplaced, foolish sense of accomplishment. The oven is preheated to 425 degrees. Chef Chad says this high heat crisps the skin. Then you turn it down. Science. I like it. I have my disposable foil roasting pan. The recipe says place the turkey on a rack inside. Done. Gloria looks majestic in a greasy, lumpy way. This is the moment of truth. I'm lifting the pan. It's heavy, and the foil is flimsy. It's buckling under her weight, wobbling precariously. Okay, that strange bent-over waddle you do when carrying something unstable. The oven doors open, a gaping, fiery maw. I'm leaning in. The heat is intense, like a dragon's breath. My eyebrows feel like they're crisping. Easy, easy. And touchdown. The pan is in, landing with a disconcerting, crumply slosh. But it's level. Gloria is in her sauna. I close the door. I did it. The hard part is over. Now I just wait. 15 minutes at 425. Then I drop it to 325. I can do that. I set a timer, 15 minutes. I'll use this time to clean up the buttery chaos. As I wipe the counter, I feel a surge of confidence. This is working. I'm in control. The house is starting to smell wonderful. Garlic, rosemary, victory. I peer through the oven window. The oven light is on. Gloria is in there, sizzling. The butter is melting beautifully. It's working. It's actually working. I pour myself a glass of water, leaning against the counter with a smug grin. I can already taste the compliments. I can picture the slow-motion carving, the steam rising. I should practice my humble brag face. Oh, this old thing? Just a little something I whipped up. The timer goes off. Time to reduce the heat. I walk over, turn the knob from 425 to 325. Simple. See? I'm a chef. I give the oven a confident pat. As my hand touches the side, I notice it feels hotter than it should. Really hot. Then I hear a sound. A faint ping, like metal cooling too fast. I put my ear closer. There's a humming. A low, angry hum that wasn't there before. The oven light, my beautiful spotlight on Gloria, flickers. Once, twice, and it's out. That's not ideal. Probably just the bulb. It's an old oven. It doesn't affect the heat, right? The humming is getting louder, though. A buzzing electric sound. Daisy, who was asleep, lifts her head, ears perked. She lets out a low growl. She doesn't like it either. It's okay, girl. Just oven noises, I say, mostly to myself. I try to look through the window, but without the light, it's just a dark, reflective square. I can't see Gloria. Is the butter burning? The pleasant herb aroma now has a friend, a sharper, acrid smell. It's the smell of slight burning, probably just drippings, part of the rustic charm. The humming stops, abruptly. The silence is somehow worse, and then a new sound, a soft whump from inside the oven. What was that? Did turkeys make post-mortem protest noises as they cook? I should probably check. Just open the door a crack. I grab the handle. It's hot, very hot. I get an oven mitt. I pull. The door doesn't budge. It's stuck. Why is it stuck? I pull harder. It's sealed shut. Did I somehow turn on a cleaning cycle? This rental-grade appliance from the 90s doesn't have a Trap Henry's turkey in a superheated prison setting. I'm pulling with both hands. The door groans, but it won't open. That's when I see the first wisp of smoke. A thin, gray tendril, escaping from the corner of the oven door. Then another. The oven looks like a cartoon villain, steaming before it does something evil. The acrid smell is getting stronger. This is no longer rustic charm burning. This is something is deeply, fundamentally wrong. The smoke is getting thicker. It's a steady, lazy plume now, flowing from the seams, rising to the ceiling. Daisy is on her feet, whining, backing away. Smart dog. I, on the other hand, am frozen, staring at my possessed appliance. What would Chef Chad do? His video didn't have a chapter on oven exorcisms. I have to turn it off. I lunge for the knob, twist it to off. The humming doesn't come back. The heat should be off, but the smoke is getting thicker, turning from gray to a greasy, ominous black. My kitchen is filling with it. My eyes are watering. The smell is indescribable. Burnt butter, incinerated herbs, and the distinct heartbreaking scent of failure. As black smoke fills my kitchen, and my Thanksgiving masterpiece undergoes some kind of carbon-based transformation, it occurs to me this may not be going to plan. Look, if you've ever had a simple plan completely implode like this, maybe you've found your people. Hit that subscribe button, because I have a terrible feeling this is just the beginning. And misery loves company, right? Don't make me go through this alone. The smoke is a living thing now, a dense cloud obscuring the ceiling. My eyes are burning. I'm coughing. This has escalated from cooking mishap to imminent respiratory distress. I need to ventilate. I stumble to the kitchen window and try to wrench it open. Painted shut, of course. I bolt for the back door, get it open. A gust of glorious, clean air rushes in. It does little against the tidal wave of black smoke, and then it starts. A single high-pitched chirp, the smoke alarm, harbinger of doom. It chirps again, then gives up on warnings, and unleashes its full ear-splitting, soul-shattering shriek. Beep, 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 beep. It's a sound designed by scientists to induce pure panic. It's working perfectly. My heart is trying to escape my chest. Daisy starts barking frantically. A hysterical counter-rhythm to the alarm. Beep, bark, beep, bark, beep, bark. A symphony of chaos. Okay, I hear you, I yell at the ceiling. I get it. I need to make it stop. I can't think. I grab a dish towel. I wave it frantically under the alarm. The universal sign for I just burnt some toast. The alarm is not impressed. The smoke is too thick. I need more power. I spot the broom. Perfect. A long-range de-alarmifier. I grab it. I start swatting desperately at the smoke alarm. I'm a caveman hitting a noisy god with a stick. Beep, bark, beep, bark. My dog thinks it's a game, jumping and biting at the bristles. Daisy, no, down, this is serious. I misjudge a swing, smacking the ceiling, dislodging plaster dust. In that moment of distraction, a particularly thick plume belches from the oven. It drifts right into the alarm. The beeping, which I didn't think could get more frantic, finds a new level. It is a solid, unbroken scream of electronic terror. The oven, the source, the heart of darkness. The door is still stuck. I have to get Gloria out. Maybe she can be saved. Maybe the inside is still a juicy miracle. Hope is a stubborn, foolish thing. I abandon the alarm. I grab 2 oven mitts, brace myself, and pull on the oven door with every ounce of strength I have. I put my foot against the cabinet for leverage. I am groaning. The metal is creaking. Beep, bark, screech. Then, with a loud metallic pop, the seal breaks. The door flies open. What comes out isn't just smoke. It's a physical entity. A solid wall of thick black, greasy smog hits me in the face like a fist. It's a plague. It rushes out, a volcanic eruption of culinary failure, and instantly engulfs the room. I'm blind. All I can feel is the scorching heat. All I can hear is the triumphant shriek of the smoke alarm, the barking, and a new sound, a frantic scrabbling of claws on the floor. Daisy. I'm staggering backward from the heat, coughing, gagging. My lungs feel full of hot grease. Where's the door? I take a step back, and my foot lands on something slick, melted butter that must have leaked out. My foot shoots out from under me. For a moment, I'm airborne. Time slows. My life flashes before my eyes. It's mostly me burning toast. My arms flail. My hand hits the flimsy foil roasting pan, perched right on the edge of the open oven door. It is not a stable anchor. The whole thing tilts. And Gloria, once a majestic bird, now a carbonized meteorite, slides right out. She's airborne. I'm airborne. For one brief, beautiful moment, we are flying together, a symphony of failure. Then gravity, that cruel mistress, reasserts its authority. I hit the floor, hard. The wind is knocked out of me. As I lie there gasping for air, Gloria completes her descent. She lands next to me with a wet, heavy thud, a sound that is final and deeply, deeply sad. I'm on the linoleum, a fallen soldier on the battlefield of Thanksgiving. The floor is sticky, the air is unbreathable. The smoke alarm continues its victory screech. Beep, beep, beep. It feels like it's drilling into my brain. Daisy's frantic barking has stopped. The silence from her is more jarring than the alarm. I push myself up. My body aches. My dignity is a distant memory. Through the haze, I see my kitchen. It looks like a disaster movie. A fine layer of black soot covers every surface. The white cabinets are mottled gray. The air tastes like an ashtray. My eyes fall on Gloria, what's left of her. She's a lump of pure carbon, not golden brown, but the color of eternal night. Her skin, the skin I worked so hard on, is cracked and bubbled like volcanic rock. A sad wisp of smoke still curls from her blackened husk. She wasn't cooked, she was cremated. And then I see the dog. Daisy is standing over the turkey, not barking, not whining, just looking. She nudges the charred bird with her nose. A piece of blackened skin flakes off. She looks up at me. Our eyes meet across the ruined landscape of our kitchen. I don't see judgment. I see opportunity. Before I can croak out, "No, Daisy, don't you dare," she acts. She lowers her head. She sinks her teeth into what remains of Gloria's leg. With a mighty tug and a crackling, tearing sound, she gets a firm grip on the entire drumstick. And then she runs. She bolts out of the kitchen, the blackened turkey leg held triumphantly in her mouth, like a wolf with the spoils of a hunt. I hear her claws on the hardwood, then a thump as she presumably leaps onto the good sofa to enjoy her forbidden, charcoal-infused prize. So there I am, alone, on a greasy floor in a smoke-filled kitchen. The alarm is screaming. The oven is gaping open like a wound, and my dog has just stolen the evidence and is desecrating it on the furniture. I do the only thing a man in my position can do. I start to laugh. It starts as a wheezy, cough-filled chuckle. Then it grows into a full-throated, teary-eyed, hysterical laugh. I'm laughing at the absurdity of it, at Chef Chad and his no-fail recipe, at my own hubris, at the image of my dog running off with a burnt turkey leg. It's the laugh of a man so thoroughly defeated by a dead bird that there's nothing left to do but find it funny. Eventually, the smoke begins to clear. The smoke alarm, its victory complete, finally goes silent. The sudden quiet is deafening. I slowly get to my feet. I survey my kingdom. The kitchen is destroyed. Thanksgiving is, for all intents and purposes, canceled. I walk into the living room. There on the beige sofa is Daisy, happily gnawing on the blackened bone, her tail thumping against the cushions. A large, greasy black smudge marks the fabric where she laid her prize. She looks up, gives a happy little wag, and goes right back to it. She's having the best Thanksgiving of her life. And you know what? Someone should. I look at the dog. at the soot on my hands and walked to the phone. There's only one way to salvage this day. I dial the local pizza place. "Hi," I say, my voice still hoarse. "I'd like to place an order for delivery, a large pepperoni. And can I ask you a question? How hot is your oven?" So, if you've ever felt like your kitchen has personally declared war on you, if you've ever looked at a recipe and thought, how hard can it be? Only to find out in the most spectacular way possible, then maybe this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button, because clearly my culinary journey is just getting started, and judging by today, it's going to be a very interesting ride. For now, I'm going to eat pizza on the floor. Happy Thanksgiving.